Hello everyone, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel John Lewis 3D Learning. In this presentation we are going to see periodic table and one of the periodic properties, that is chemical reactivity. So what is meant by chemical reactivity and how do they vary in a periodic table? When we move down a group, what happens, and when we move across a period, what happens? So it is there in ICSE, CBSE and all state boards. So let us see what is meant by chemical reactivity in the very first place. The tendency of an atom to attain its stability either by losing electron or gaining electron is known as chemical reactivity. So we have learnt in all previous videos. So sodium has 1 electron in the outermost orbit and 8 electrons in the penultimate orbit. Therefore, sodium will have the tendency to lose 1 electron to attain the stable octet structure. Octet means 8. If the outermost orbit is having 8 electrons, that becomes stable. Therefore, sodium has a tendency to lose 1 electron. But if you take chlorine, chlorine has 7 electrons in the outermost orbit. The penultimate orbit, as usual, like sodium, it has 8 electrons. But here there are two options. Either it has to lose 7 electrons to become stable or gain 1 electron to become stable. Which is easier? Gaining 1 electron is easier. So that is what is the chemical reactivity. Some elements will have the tendency to lose electron to become stable. Some elements will have the tendency to attract electron or gain electron in order to become stable. So this tendency leads to their chemical reactivity. Higher the tendency to lose or gain, greater will be the chemical reactivity, isn't it? Okay, now let's see chemical reactivity of metals and non-metals. So in metals, greater the tendency to lose electron, greater is the reactivity. And based on this only, we will be able to explain what will happen when we go down a group. Similarly, for non-metals, greater the tendency to gain electrons, greater is the reactivity. Okay, metals always have the tendency to lose electron. Non-metals always have the tendency to gain electron. So greater the tendency, the respective tendency, then greater will be their chemical reactivity. So here first of all, the chemical reactivity depends on now two factors. The first factor is tendency to lose electron or the tendency to gain electron. So these are the two factors. Okay, now let us see based on these ideas what will happen when we go down a group. So when we go down a group, first of all in metals, so in the left side of the periodic table there are metals, in the right side of the periodic table there are non-metals, that we have seen. In metals what happens? It increases. Why? Because the tendency to lose electron will go on increasing when we move down a group. Therefore, the chemical reactivity also will increase. In non-metals that decrease, because when we go down a group in non-metals, what happens? The tendency to gain 1 electron goes on decreasing. Therefore, the chemical reactivity also decreasing. Okay, but across the period what happens? First it decreases and then it increases. Why? We should know the reason also. We will see them one by one now. Okay, let's see what happens in the groups. So when we go down the group, see for example, let us take the metals. Let us take the first group, metals, alkali metals. When we go down, what happens? The tendency to lose electron goes on increasing. Therefore, it increases. But if you take non-metals, for example, if you take 17th group halogens, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, what happens? The chemical reactivity goes on decreasing when we go down a group. So fluorine has the maximum chemical reactivity among all. Okay, now let's go and see what happens when we move across a period. See, for example, you take silicon here, that is in the 14th group. So here it is almost, it is not having much reactions. But when we move to the left, it goes on increasing. And then if we move to the right from silicon, that goes on increasing. So from this what we understand? From sodium to silicon, the chemical reactivity goes on decreasing. And then from silicon to chlorine, it goes on increasing. Then the last element, argon, will not have any reaction because that is highly stable already. It will neither lose electron nor gain electron. So the last group elements are inert gases, they do not react because they all have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. They are highly stable. Okay, so now here my question is, why the chemical reactivity should go on decreasing from sodium to silicon? See, sodium has to lose only 1 electron, am I right? Magnesium has to lose 2 electrons to become stable. Aluminium has to lose 3 electrons to become stable. Silicon has to lose or gain 4 electrons to become stable. Therefore, the number of electrons, the tendency to lose electrons, it will go on decreasing because the number of electrons is increasing, and at the same time the size also goes on decreasing. Therefore, the tendency to lose electron will be decreasing. That is why the chemical reactivity up to silicon, it goes on decreasing. Then why suddenly it increases from silicon to chlorine? So if we move to phosphorus, so here we need to take the other way. So instead of losing 5 electrons, phosphorus can take 3 electrons. So taking phosphorus should take 3 electrons to become stable. The next element, sulfur, should take 2 electrons to become stable, and chlorine has to take only 1 electron to become stable. So which is easier? Taking 1 electron becoming easier, and moreover the size goes on decreasing, therefore the electron pull also will be more. So that is why the chemical reactivity increases from silicon to chlorine. So it's a very good question, why chemical reactivity decreases from sodium to silicon, and then why it increases from silicon to chlorine. So this is the reason. Okay, try and remember all these facts. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you understood what is meant by chemical reactivity and how do they vary in groups and periods and what are the reasons for them. Until we meet next time, bye bye.